But Daescu can get you and on an emotional and mental level playing to your ceiling.
It is interesting, though, to see Andre on the right, the winner of the last 2 tournaments. But you saw Ben's results in the last 3 with different partners and into the net early. What do you think about Andre on the right?
I think it's going to be hard to dink to him, but because his inside foot is going to be a little bit less accessible given his height. But I think he's such a veteran and such a successful competitor that he's going to adjust quite well.
1-0-1. Second serve. 1-0-2. Side out. Zero, 1-1. Point.
On a patient points to start, and we do have an early entrance into the quarterfinals. Hayden Patrickwood and Gabe Tardio,
1-1-1.
2 of the partners of Ben Johns in the 2025 campaign, playing together for this one here into the quarters. Beautiful finish from Michael Loyd. What was your take on Ben and Gabe in their debut together in Mesa? Did you like that partnership? Is that the one? Could this be the one?
My gut says it's not the one, but they were competitive, and Christian and Andre took it to him. I think if they solve the Gabe blocking of hard dipping drives at his hip, they're potentially taking that gold. But it's it remains to be seen. I think it's an open equation right now, and that's how Ben's always framed it in the last few weeks across a few interviews and podcasts.
Point.
I always like that the fans get treated to different styles, and you can see how patient and how smooth Ben and Andre are. Look at that. Almost like clockwork getting here, play at equal strength.
Ooh.
Point.
Good take from top. Epic from the GOAT there, covering his hip.
Yeah, you want to talk about Major League Pickleball, too, and enhancing the careers of many. Todd Fope being a good example of that. So much success with the hard eights.
Point.
Yeah, him and CJ had such a good run down there in 2023.
5-1-2.
Nice. Efficient footwork for Ben Johns. Curls it through the middle.
6-1-2.
You look up in the scoreboard.
Yeah, in a jiffy. Tomahawk alert.
So good.
It's just so smooth. Like it's almost just an effortless dance over there.
Time in. 7-1-2.
Again, just a great competitor. He raises the level, and he can handle the pressure that comes with being Ben's partner.
Nice.
Side out.
That's where I think Andre really shines with anyone he plays with, is that mental strength you speak of, and the stability. Like, that's why I think he complements Christian so well on the court. He's got that aspect of him.
Second serve.
You know, it's rare to certainly be good or very good week to week, but also to play with so many interchangeable partners. It's a real testament to, I think, his veteran status and the work he's put in to be consistent. And that's a little disrespectful there from Ben pulling that, but he has the freedom to at 7-1. And
7-1-1. Point.
How about that? Swift approach. Body bags Michael Loyd straight ahead.
8-1-1.
Off the net. I mean, it's already hard enough to defend the backhand roll of Ben, and then he gets a break off the tape, too. Feels unfair.
9-1-1. Second serve. Nine, 1-2. Point.
And another one. Todd Vogt shaking his head.
Point.
Frustrated, and you feel for him. I mean, that's twice.
10-1-2.
Almost identical sequence. Out of the air, waiting low, gets it off the tape. Game point. And then he could do that. Like, which match is this? Next match or like?
You need him to go
Ball,
far.
Go, okay.
Game 2, time in.
Like, what's the limitation here?
0-0-2.
Nice.
Point.
There's the hand speed of Todd Vogt. Elite hand speed.
One, 0-2. Side out.
Quick hold and right back to it. Daescu and Ben Johns.
0-1-1. Point.
A couple times he's gone for that shot.
1-1-1.
Oh, well, it maybe
Second
wasn't the best
serve.
strategy to lob the big guy there on the right, but paid off
1-1-2.
some way, somehow.
Worth trying when game one like that. You know, you got to be real.
Side out. One, 1-1.
Oh, just deep.
Point.
Wind picking up just a little bit here, but otherwise,
2-1-1.
again, flawless conditions here. Cape Coral.
Yeah, nice to not have that wind being a factor.
Second
Heavy third
serve.
shot drive from Michael Loyd, dished into the net.
2-1-2. Point.
Nice little counter combo from Todd and Michael.
3-1-2.
Ben
Right
opting to
side.
stay on the right. Yeah. Curious if we see more of that when he's mixed in with partners
1-3-1.
like this that prefer the left. Great
Second
hand
serve.
speed from Todd Vogt.
Yeah, the Vogt forehand. Good job on that middle ball there.
1-3-2. Point.
Have you ever seen Ben play lefty?
Yes. He's done it a couple
Insane.
times in
3-2.
singles.
Insane.
Yeah, it's like,
He's like a 5'8",
yeah.
legitimately. If he needs to play the right with his right hand, I think he's in
Point.
perfectly fine position to be able to do that too.
great for insurance purposes if something ever happens to the right side of his body.
3-3-2.
Probably hang just as well.
Side out.
And the other interesting dynamic here for me is that Daescu and Tardio were the real first teams to shake things up against the Johns brothers, maybe to
3-3-1.
plant the seed of a potential split happening. So might as well join
Second
forces
serve.
with the guy that created havoc against you.
3-3-2.
And they're staying. We're in for a little treat.
Side out.
Tough one to give up after a great defensive play on the ATP.
3-3-1.
Precise drop to the backhand side as Ben Johns does so well. Creates multiple openings on the other side.
4-3-1.
Loyd covering his body so
Second
well to
serve.
set up Todd Fote.
I think Ben a little frustrated with the spot placement there, right into the Michael backhand, who's got a heavy,
4-3-2.
heavy counter punch.
Side out.
Okay, little mojo here for Michael and Todd. That's a good side out.
3-4-1. Second serve. Three, 4-2. Side out. Four, 3-1. Point.
Difference that time is that Ben took it out of the air, so a
Minus
little bit less
3-1.
time to respond, and for Michael to load up with that backhand counter punch.
Second serve.
This crowd right now feels like a library
5-3-2.
compared to that
It
hour
does.
three
It's
gamer
a good
upset that we
point.
just had. I think everybody's just trying to take notes for their own game.
Point.
Well, yeah, you hit it on the head, the contrast in styles. You had the Zane Ford and Kwong
6-3-2.
Tuong Electricity with their style of play versus a more measured, dinking, grinding style of play here.
Yeah,
Side
if
out.
you have it, you have it, but you shouldn't try to force it. You know, there's only
Yep.
a few Zanes and Kwongs.
3-6-1.
Nature of physics and distributions.
Second serve.
Winner of this one will take on Riley Newman and Dylan Frazier, the 5 seed, or Matt Wright and Zane Navratil. That match taking
3-6-2.
place on SC1. You can catch it on the app.
Side out. 6-3-1. Point. Timeout receiver, 7-3-1.
Silky already through to the quarterfinals. It's going to be a
7-3-1.
fun semifinal day, that's for sure. Whoever survives to that point.
Point. Eight, 3-1.
Ooh, ATP and a slide for Andre Daescu.
Nine, 3-1.
Off the tape, no problem. And you got to reach like that. Oh, wow. Fascinating point. Todd Folk creating some chaos. I think demeanor-wise, Daescu to me fits Ben a little bit better than maybe some of the youngsters. Oh, tag to the shoulder off the left cord.
Three, 9-1.
Oh, and a little punishment for the high ball sent his way.
His partner said it did. Second serve.
Well, spicy meatball from Ben right there.
3-9-2. Point.
And a rare miss into the net from the right side of the court.
4-9-2. Point. 5-9-2.
What a get. Unbelievable.
Magic was that.
Point.
Little life here for Michael Loyd and Todd Fote.
6-9-2. Point.
Couple of misses from Ben. See what kind of carryover effect this has. And Ben is opting to stay on the right, too, with Andre, per the signal. So interesting seeing Ben on the right in men's doubles.
Sure.
It's a rare
Also
sight.
the seriousness of which him and Andre kind of pursue a game, and I think Ben's self-frustration with some unforced just kind of creates this very serious crowd energy that we're very much a part of and just trying to blend into.
Oh, just out of reach for Todd Fote.
Point. Match point.
Match point. And yeah, to your point, after Ben and Annalee took a loss in Mesa a couple of weeks ago, his only response after the presser was, I don't like unforced errors. So spot on with that. Oh.
Second serve.
Andre, with the length
point.
he has, defends his body so well.
10-7-2.
That's not easy to do with his frame.
You would know as a 5'7" volleyballer.
Yeah, I would know. 5'4". So I hear.
Side out.
Sam Query told me so a couple of weeks ago in Mesa. So I took his word for it.
7-10-1.
Todd Fote redlining, trying to create offense, doing so there.
8-10-1.
Van Johns, a little extra spice with that
serve.
finish and setup. Todd Fote begging Michael Loyd to leave it. There was no
8-10-2.
chance he could get out of the way of that flying affair.
Side out.
Perfectly placed, side
Match
out.
point.
Match point number 2.
10-8-1.
Good dinks there from Michael to
serve.
set it up. Got Ben a little bit
Match
out of
point.
position, and Todd with that crispy backhand flick.
10-8-2.
Oh, beautiful finishing
game
touch
match, 11-8.
for Ben Johns. And the net helped him out a bit too in that sequence, and they'll take it